Morning. I got up this morning and I made myself breakfast. Delicious. And also my very own sweet cream cold brew, sweet foam cold brew, whatever the fuck. It is Thursday. I decided to make myself breakfast this morning because I've been waking up really hungry, which is unusual for me. And I don't know if it's also like, usually I get up and have like a hot coffee, which is very milky and I feel like it's very filling, and so I'm not usually hungry. I'm not usually hungry in the mornings, but this is not milky and I feel like it makes me hungry. Anyway. Should we do a really quick 75 check-in? 75 super soft check-in. The main habits that I wanted to start forming were getting more sleep, 30 to 45 minutes of movement every day, reading every day. And they're the main things. I do want to start eating better, but focus on one thing at once, a couple things at once, not too many, you know what I mean? Sleep-wise, because what are we, like 2 weeks in now? We're almost 2 weeks in now. Sleep-wise, I think I've been going reasonably well. These last few days have been a little bit shifty. I'm not sure. I think I've just been like staying up a little bit later, reading a little bit more. And so I've been waking up a little bit later. I have pretty much stayed within the 7 hours of sleep, maybe dipping 15-20 minutes or so. So I'm pretty happy with that overall, but I want to make sure that it doesn't completely fall off a cliff. I want to keep going for at least 7 hours of sleep every night, and quality sleep. Movement. I have done probably more 30-minute sessions of movement, which again is not that much, but it's more than nothing. And I have done that every single day, so I'm super happy with that. I've done swimming like once last week, once this week. I'd like to do more of that, but it just takes up so much time because I need to drive there, I need to shower. I also like to spend some time just like sitting in the sun, so it's a much bigger time suck if I have a busy day. But I'm pretty happy with that. I've been good. It's not quite, I wouldn't say it's quite at habit level yet, because I'm still getting to 3 o'clock and being like, oh, I have to go do something, and I'm not. Like, I'm still kind of like dreading it unless it's like I have time to go swimming and relax a little bit. And then reading, I have read almost every single day, even on the weekends. I think there's one day that I didn't read, maybe 2 days in the last 2 weeks that I haven't read. Yeah, I have read almost every single day. Let me get the books for a second. Okay, so the first book that I started off with was, my God. The first book that I started off with was Last Exit to Brooklyn by Hubert Selby. I got this book because way back when I was like 19 and I was super obsessed with Alt J, I heard them mention that their song Fitzpleasure was about this book. And curiosity fucking killed me because this was a fucking slog. This book is there's so much trauma and just awful dread shit, sadness in this book that I really struggled to get through it. And I wouldn't probably recommend this book. It's not that it's a bad book, it's just there's just so much sadness and awful things that happen in it. And I cannot emphasize that enough. There is this one story. The story that the song is actually referencing, which I'm not going to talk about because it's probably the worst thing that's in there. It just made me, I actually was like pretty much like, oh, I think I'm going to have to stop after this. This is bad. But then I was like, no, I'm going to push through. And then I started getting a little bit more through and I was like, I can't do this. But basically it's a compilation of stories of people in Brooklyn who, specifically in the area that's known as the Greeks, I don't know, New York? Brooklyn? I don't know, okay? But it's a compilation of stories of people who are just going fucking through it. I'm actually not entirely sure when this is based. Oh my God. I just realized on the back of this book, it says Last Exit to Brooklyn was banned by British courts in 1967. A decision that was reversed the following year with the help of a number of writers, including Anthony Burgess. Anywho, I wouldn't recommend it. If you are going to attempt this book, I just want to say, look up the trigger warnings. And I'm so serious. I cannot be more serious about that. So I DNF'd this. I haven't finished it. But then I picked this up. And I'm a slow reader. I have been smashing through this book. It's such an easy read. It's a thriller. It's quick, which I really like. This book, something besides the trauma, something I didn't like about this book is that it just fucking, the writing style was so like, almost like writing as if you're talking, but there's like no punctuation. There's like a whole chapter, which is like 6 pages, a little mini chapter where I don't think there's a single full stop. And it's an entirely one-sided conversation. It's just one person explaining something to somebody else. And it goes for 6 pages, and it's such a hard read because there's no plot. There's like nothing happening in that paragraph really. It's just like this one person recounting the story of like this guy that he knows who really wants a motorbike, and then he gets married, and that's it. It's so hard to read. This is an easy read. This is a really easy read, I think. And if you like thrillers, oh my god. If you like thrillers, if you liked Verity by Colleen Hoover. I'm not a Colleen Hoover girly, but I did like Verity. It was a bit cringe, yeah. Did I like it? Did I enjoy it? Yeah. I feel like you might like this. Anyway, I'm not necessarily a bookish girly, but I'm trying to be. So that's my review on that. Anyway, in regards to my 75 super soft thing, I think it's going quite well. I'm forming these habits. I'm enjoying it. That's where we're at with that. Okay, I'm gonna go through my emails. I've actually got a few emails from clients today. Figure out what I need to do, try and get some work done. This afternoon at 3 o'clock, I have my first therapy session with a new social worker. I feel very anxious because I don't know if a social worker is what the right kind of professional that I should be seeing. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. I will keep you updated. And then tonight from 6 p.m. onwards is the rest of the design camp stuff for today, which actually works out quite well. I have today to do work. All of the other design camp stuff that's happening today is like the VIP stuff, which we haven't paid for because we're broke. And to be honest, I wasn't that interested in most of them. And yeah, tomorrow we have a couple more design camp sessions. Want to get some more shit done, plan out more content, get some more chaos stuff done, and that's kind of where we're at. So I will catch you later.